Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Frankie, and I'm thrilled to be here with you all as we're approaching the holidays. I'm just like, I want to give you all the tools possible to be successful during this holiday season, get the support that you need, make sure that you are really just like able to take some downtime, enjoy. I know for me, it's so hard during the holidays. Like I'm so used to as a matchmaker and a clinical psychologist, we're pretty much um we're on all the time. And during the holidays, when it gets quiet for those few days, it's such a gift because it's the only time of year that I actually get to really have quiet time where my phone isn't ringing and where the emails aren't just piling up, where I'm feeling like I've got to get in there and I got to be responding and all that. It's just so quiet. It gives me permission to just be quiet too. But my nervous system has no idea how to do that. So every year it's another challenge to figure out how to make that happen. So anyway, I'm getting better with time, and I think many folks who follow me can definitely relate to that experience as we're, professionals and we're busy in the world, and it's hard to slow down our systems. So that's my goal this year is to figure out how to really kind of enjoy it, and because by day two, I'm like, all right, I got to get back in. We gotta I got people to match. I've got people to support and things like that. So I really want to enjoy it, and I hope that you all can enjoy it as well. For those of you that are new to my channel, I'm a clinical psychologist with over 2 decades of experience. I'm also a professional matchmaker who's a CEO of Little Gay Book and Little Black Book Matchmaking. So if you're out there searching, maybe you're not searching because people are so over the dating apps and they're frustrated and they're finding that they're kind of, it feels like a fruitless mission. Then you should definitely get into our database, into our network. If you're LGBTQ plus, if you're part of that community, get into our network at littlegaybook.com. If you're straight, definitely visit Little Black Book Matchmaking, fill out a profile, it'll take 2 minutes. If you're curious about actually becoming a client, learning more about what it entails to become a matchmaking client, feel free to book a call with us. We love talking all about the ways in which we successfully match our clients and give you a sense of what to expect. And for a lot of people, it's unfamiliar. So we would be happy to get you more informed and answer your questions. And subscribe to my channel. I'm here every week, usually on Thursdays, and I'm talking about an important topic and related to anything interpersonal. So dating, romance, relationships, communication, how to fight, right? How to be successful in relationships, whether it be romantic, familial, friendships, things like that. So thanks for supporting me, and I look forward to hearing from you. So definitely post comments, ask questions, any suggestions. If there's topics that I haven't covered or topics I have covered and you want to hear more about it, definitely let me know. And without any further ado, let's just jump in. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to make sure your relationship survives the holidays. As the days get darker in the Northern Hemisphere, we enter the gauntlet of the holidays. It's a period that feels frenetic and also like it lasts forever for some. In some ways, this is a time of connection and joy for many of us. In others, it's extremely stressful. It can also feel like a kind of trial by fire for relationships, especially if you're planning on bringing someone home for the holidays or introducing them to your family. Today, I want to recommend, in order to set up your relationship up for success this season, I have some things to recommend for you. Of course, I'm always trying to give you tools, tips, tricks, things like that. Be gentle with each other. The holidays are an intense and complicated time for many of us, especially queer people. Even for those of us who spend the holidays with loving family and friends and have no complex history with this sort of thing. And this year, our family of origin, we're all connected. We're anticipating it's going to be successful. The season can be exhausting. And in the Northern Hemisphere, it can be dark and cold. And for those of you that know me, I don't love shorter days. And, by 4:45, 5 o'clock, it's dark. So that's really hard on a lot of us, especially me too. So for many of us, the holidays are a kind of smorgasbord of challenging and triggering experiences, interfacing with difficult, traumatizing, or even homophobic family members. So confronting celebrations centered around food, despite eating disorder history, for example, navigating copious amounts of alcohol at parties or dinners while in recovery, dealing with gendered and relational expectations as queer and trans people at social gatherings, and potentially bringing home queer partners. And that's before even getting into travel or juggling work schedules. If we aren't spending the holidays with others because we can't or choose not to, that also opens up to its own emotional minefields. For some of us, holidays are potent grief anniversaries or reminders of people we've lost. You and your partner likely can't fix all of these issues single-handedly, but what you can do is choose from the outset to be kind to each other and make these experiences as bearable as possible. Talk ahead of time, if possible, about what you find difficult about this time of year so you can be sensitive to the other person's needs. Ask if there are ways you can support each other, whether you're spending the holidays together or not, and try to grant each other the benefit of the doubt as much as possible. While it's nice to imagine the holidays as a dreamy hallmark period of romance and togetherness, many of us might actually have a very short fuse, and a little patience goes a long way. Get on the same page about family and travel. Even for couples who have been together for 20 years, negotiating who spends which holiday where can be very challenging. For newer or less established couples, it can feel extremely daunting. There's no magic bullet here to deciding what to do about family obligations during the holidays. No matter what you choose or how you choose it, it's entirely possible someone will feel hurt or slighted or left out. Someone will feel resentful at having to spend time with people they don't like, and everyone will feel tired, potentially. With that said, it's still important to prioritize actual safety, both physically and emotionally, especially for people of color and queer and trans people. Some family gatherings aren't safe to attend. Don't expect your partner to attend a social event with people who may be harassing or violent toward them. You may also think about whether you want to share space with these family members or friends yourself. Similarly, if your family is home is more than just toxic, but actually abusive, it's more than fair to rethink whether you actually want to spend the holidays there. With all of this in mind, the best plan for dividing up family time for the holidays is whatever you and your partner can agree on. If you can, any corners you can cut or ways you can make the experience a little easier on each other will be welcome. Agreeing to a longer drive if your partner is afraid of flying, or spending extra stay in a hotel rather than with family 24/7 might be ideas. So to get some time away to, recover, recharge. If you're hosting family for the holidays, especially if you and your partner live together, talk seriously about boundaries you're going to uphold while family is in town, and commit to having each other's backs as united front. Plan some intentional reconnection, especially for those of us with larger or geographically distant families. Holidays can often be a time of obligation with a lot of time commitments. For some of us, especially in service industries, the holidays aren't a time of rest and relaxation at all, but the busiest work periods of the year. And all of us have good reason to be at something of a low ebb during these short days and dark nights. If it's possible, you and your partner it's possible you and your partner have no major obligations and are free to spend the holidays curled up by the fire together, kissing under the mistletoe or baking challah together. It's a great idea to use this time to build some of your own holiday traditions together, even if they're small. But if you're pulled in different directions this holiday season, try to find some time and space to be intentional with each other outside of the holiday hustle, even if it's a single night to yourselves or a New Year's Day brunch. The holidays aren't inherently a time of effortless magic and connection, but making the effort to connect with your partner, even when a lot is going on, can make a really, really big difference. So I hope you find a way to enjoy this holiday season, give each other grace, step into love. And I'm thinking of you all. I'm sending kisses and hugs, and I will see you next week.